Right, say hi, Miles. Say hi, everyone. Hi. He's dressed as a police dog today, look. See? And that's because we're dealing with a topic of drugs, aren't we, today, Miles? So he's a drug dog. So I've got somebody today who has had an experience with county lines. We all know what county lines are. They go in, they fucking force their way in, make people sell drugs from their house, groom children. They're not the nicest of people, are they? So this person, they don't want to sort of be on camera, but you'll hear him speak. So we'll call you Andrew. We'll call him Andrew today. So what were your addiction at the time? What?
Heroin and crack.
Yeah. How much were you sort of smoking before you got involved with these people?
100 quid a day.
Okay. And how was you funding that before?
Shoplifting.
Okay.
Petty dealing.
Yeah. What? Dealing.
Like small bits, buying teams and stuff.
Just like keeping your head above water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Not like continuous, just if you had it. Yeah, I get what I mean. So how did you sort of come across these people then?
Random guy in town just come out giving numbers out to everyone, said he was a new guy in town, county lines, giving testers out to people.
Yeah.
And then he just needed a base to work from, and I had an empty flat. I was living somewhere else at the time.
Okay.
So it seemed a good idea at the time to rent him my flat for 6 items a day, which is 60 quid, 10 items.
Could you have like £60 in cash?
No.
You could only have that item. Yeah.
It could be heroin, crack, or a mixture.
Yeah, but and he just basically moved him.
Yeah, had the flat, did what he wanted. The agreement was though that he wouldn't deal from the flat, and that just never happened. It was.
So you was renting it out on the pretense that he was just sort of gonna live there
and like go out, deal around the corner or something.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
At the flat, but that never happened.
Right.
Obviously, they didn't care. Just everyone to my door.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad to be fair. But
So,
I didn't live there,
so how long did you rent it out for and not live there?
About a year.
Yeah.
About a year.
Did you get any police problems or?
No, I didn't live there. I didn't.
No, but you'd know if your house got raided or anything.
Yeah, never got raided. No,
right,
the police definitely knew though. It was hot as fuck. Like,
well, they do because it's so serious of a thing in it. They do operations for lengths of time, don't they?
And
it's
it was
not just
outside the traffic police HQ as well.
Oh God!
Bang across the road. I know.
Lovely.
Good spot.
Okay, now next year were telling me they were clients. They were ringing them.
We never got caught. We got raided a few times. We never got caught or anything though.
So did it? How long was it like running before it got raided then?
About 2 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you've come to like just rent your flat out, and that's obviously getting 60 quid. What did you say, a day?
Yeah,
a day. Yeah. So obviously you're not doing as much shoplifting and blah blah blah. So when did you need to go back to this house then?
When I split up with my partner and I'd started selling legal highs as well.
Yeah.
And my boss had just got 5 years. So
oh, right, okay.
I had a massive habit from the spice.
All right.
Massive habit from the gear and the crack because I was buying it from my profits from the spice.
Of course, yeah.
And then I had no way to fund this.
Yeah. So you've gone from selling the Mamba and just to the £60 now, aren't you?
Yeah,
basically?
And then I still had to make my spice money.
Yeah.
I was using hundreds a day, probably £200-300 worth of crack a day. So I just started dealing instead from the flat 24/7. I built, me and George worked together 50-50, and we built for like 3 days, 24/7.
So did you obviously said just go back a bit now. Did you like say right? I need to come back and live here because I've got nowhere to live. Yeah,
it's my house.
No, and then obviously, when did it go from that's fine, but you're going to sell drugs for us?
Never really had that conversation. It's just I was sat there, so I was smoking, and then every now and then I'd be like, "Here, Gizzy," I'd run down to the door, and then it just became more and more that I was running to the door. Right. Then
did he let you like run a debt up or anything then?
Never owed anything, no.
Right.
Because they lived in my house, so they just sold drugs, and then I never owed anything. I just got sorted for being in the house. Does that make sense?
Okay, right, yeah.
So I could never get debted up because I was never actually taking anything off them.
Yeah, he didn't like lay it on and stuff like that. Yeah.
But then,
So obviously then it was running 24 hours a day, that sort of thing, like.
It was too much.
Right.
I built for like 3 days in a row with no sleep.
Right, so then have your wages gone up now? Because effectively you're doing more work.
I could not even tell you what we was doing. We must have been having 50 shots each a day, 500 quid easily. What we were smoking, I sends our wages, my 6 a day, what we was earning on top, what I was buying, what people were giving us when they were coming around smoking with us.
But what did the actual county lines guy
agreed
to give you? Yeah.
It was never an agreed amount. It was the more we sold, the more we got. So every
Right.
pack that we got rid of, we
And a
got
pack is what you need to do.
probably a quarter of each, a quarter of white.
So
and
it's sell it
maybe
in
an
shots.
dark.
So let's because obviously not everybody's
70 shots then.
right. Okay, yeah. So is that what you would get, sort of have at a time?
Yeah.
And then you'd reload
10 times a day easily.
Yeah, yeah.
Easily. But it's only around the corner, so it's easy to pick up.
And how did they sort of sell it? Like 3 for 25, 4 for
10s and 3 for 25, £10 each, 3 for 25.
yeah. Usual. Oh my.
Mm.
And what did you always sort of get it bagged up, or were you expected to bag it up as well?
No, yeah, just used to come with it in a lump and throws it, bags it up.
Yeah.
So that's why when the new boss come, we knew something was wrong. We bagged it up with that first dealer, right? And
This
then,
is the one who rented your flat.
Yeah. We must have easily been getting 50 shots a day each, me and George, right?
Right.
And then that guy was super happy. He was like, "You're the best workers I've ever had." You know, he was giving us bonuses.
He wasn't. You with him, you didn't experience like what a lot of people have.
I actually considered him a friend.
Okay.
Which sounds crazy because he's county lines.
Yeah.
He ended up getting promoted because he did so well.
Yeah.
And the new boss had done something wrong in London, so he got demoted and came as a punishment. You know,
Right,
to sit
okay.
in the bando.
Yeah.
He halved the size of the shots.
Yeah.
So we should be getting double the amount of money. Right?
Yeah.
He reduced my wages to 4 a day from when I was getting 50 a day, if not more.
And was he living there as well?
No, he was living at George's mum's around the corner.
Right.
And he kept saying every day, the money's down, it's 100 quid down, if it keeps being down, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It can't have been down because we wasn't smoking. Yeah. We know what we were smoking before, but now we know what we're smoking now, and it's half the size.
Yeah.
That dickhead must have been skimming off the
So
top.
when you were like giving these 70 shots, did he like say, right, I expect X, however much back?
Yeah, we could not be a penny short with that guy. The first guy.
So did you have to explain, like, because obviously, are they going to sell all them in tens? It's just, sorry, hang on. Or obviously, if you sell them like in
phone,
oh right, okay, so he wouldn't right, yeah, right,
He used to tally up on his end,
right, yeah,
so
I get it. So that you didn't have to do that sort of stuff. Then.
I wasn't allowed to do shorts,
right, okay.
And then it was still down. It could not have been down. Impossible.
Yeah.
If I was.
So was he saying right? It's down and making, and then so a debt's coming up then. Now with this one,
we wasn't doing anything.
Right, okay.
And can you imagine the mental pressure of that? Me and George are dealing. We're rattling every day because I have it sky high, and the pricks only giving us 4.
And there's drugs in front of you. You're gonna smell
down when the money's not down.
Yeah.
So like, why are we sat here rattling? Renting my house out, risking prison.
Yeah.
My door had gone off.
Yeah, because let's be honest, you're going to go to jail for it.
Yeah, not them. No.
Of course. Yeah.
The police had come 2 times that week.
Yeah.
And the police had said, look, we know what you're doing. We are coming back. So I knew it was a matter of time.
Yeah.
So long story short, I told you, I fucked off with 7.2 gram of white. 5.4 gram of dark and 180 quid. Wasn't a lot, just enough to see me through the first couple of days in Sheffield. You know,
what was that then? You just this was like a first pick up at day, and you said to this George, I'm taking it.
George was asleep on the sofa. George didn't even know.
Oh, so did you just get up and just leave everything behind?
Yeah, just my boss rang me, said come pick up a bit more.
How much did you owe him for all these? Oh, it's down.
I don't even know, thousands,
really?
Yeah.
So really, you were never ever gonna get out of that unless you went to jail, died.
Even when you go to jail, back in the day, if you dealt with someone and you went to jail, get paid. You know?
Oh yeah, I know
that.
that.
Jail, did you pay the ultimate price?
Yeah.
Not what it is. You go to jail, you owe the money when you come out.
Right, okay.
My boss went to jail. He's come out and he owes £12,000. Are you fucking kidding? He's just got 5 years for you.
Right, okay, yeah. So really, the only way you was good is by
death or jail.
Yeah, leave running off basically.
I've had to come here. Like,
yeah.
Give me a better life.
Did you like arrange it with anybody, family? No, you just literally took the stuff and got on the train or whatever.
I didn't even plan it. 30 seconds before, I was fine in Lincoln dealing.
Yeah.
And then I can't explain it. Something just changed in my head, and I just knew
like woke up to
I
yourself.
didn't want
Almost.
this no more. I didn't take all the drugs. I could have took a lot more than that.
Why didn't you?
A, because of George. I knew it would have gone on him.
Yeah.
I am a loyal guy. I couldn't be bad to him like that.
Yeah.
B, if I took the whole lot, there was a key of each there that would not have been forgotten. It didn't matter where I go in the country. I think.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah, because to be fair, there's county lines everywhere. You know, and I know that it's just one guy that runs it all, but I'm just saying, you know, moving them circles. You're moving them circles, don't you?
Substantial,
yeah.
So I just took what I needed for the day. And to be honest, I didn't think I'd get in that much trouble for it. I know this is really naive looking back now, really stupid. But I thought because I only took such a small amount, when I could have took the lot.
You think that would look good for you?
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I do get what you're saying.
It fucking didn't.
No, of course. Of
because they can't, because then the next person thinks they can do it as well.
Exactly. That's what I was just about to say, really. At the end of the day, that's why they are so ruthless, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
And I don't know what's happened since I've left, but I know George doesn't work for him no more. He's on a doorway in town, so something went wrong after I left anyway. I'm glad I did. And I know the day after I left, my door went off 24 hours after I came to Sheffield. So
really?
Yeah, good.
They might even blame you for that, though.
That's what I said. It looks like I've done it 24. But we've been raided 2 times that week.
No, I know. I'm not.
Said, like, we are coming back, so we all knew what was happening.
Oh yeah.
You can't deal from a flat for 2.5 years, and
no, I think the only reason why county lines get away with it for that long is because they
intelligence, they're watching and trying to get
it's the right intelligence.
They knew what we were doing.
Yeah, you know, it's not just like normal drug. Do you get what I'm saying? It's a big fucking
sort of
thing,
normal drug dealing alone. If it's cocaine on a Friday, Saturday night,
they
you're sort of left alone a bit, aren't you? Cannabis, you're left alone.
Because with county lines, it's wrecking. I mean, all drugs wreck families. But what I'm saying, and like getting kids to go halfway across country on a fucking train with a bag full of fucking money, and then. If you even looking back, that's it. The fucking families getting writ off.
When you get to Manchester, they will be robbed when they get to Manchester.
Oh yeah, and no,
they won't be paid on the other end. And then they owe what, $5,000 or whatever.
No.
It's the rest of your life, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've never couriered because I knew that would happen.
Yeah.
And it did.
But let's be honest. I mean, you're not fucking, you know, big bodybuilder or anything. If they asked you to do it, you wouldn't have a choice. Let's be honest.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh yes, I would.
Okay.
Yes, Korea's totally different. Yeah, yes, I would.
So you think you could say no to?
I did say no.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
Yeah, I did. I'm not doing that.
So why don't other people say no then?
Because they're not. It's different. I was a well-known criminal at that time. I get pulled all the time for shoplifting. I could walk down the street and get pulled for a shop.
So basically, you use that as an excuse, didn't you? Really?
Well, no, it's true.
Yeah, but.
They give me a big amount. It's too much of a risk that they was going to lose it.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you specifically said that into them. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So you're going to lose your shit more times than not.
Yeah,
you get pulled
because you didn't want to do it. Though. That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if you didn't have an excuse to use, they would have made you do it, wouldn't they? They are that sort of people. County lines. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, fucking hell. Oh, have you seen that video on Facebook today? Where they've gone to raid somebody. It weren't county lines, but they've gone to raid somebody. They've got a chainsaw, and the fucking thick person's opened the door and run straight into a fucking chainsaw.
No.
Yeah. Fucking mad bastard.
Wow.
So come to Sheffield. That runs out. Are you trying to get clean, or are you still on?
Not for a year and a half. I didn't shoplifting
still,
every day. No, I'm not doing too bad. It sounds bad because I had a party today and yesterday, but if you'd asked me yesterday morning at 10 o'clock in the morning when was the last time I hadn't used Class A for about 2.5 months.
Yeah.
I gave clean samples repeatedly.
Yeah, that's good.
I volunteer 5 times a week. I've been going to college in Barnsley.
Okay, what to do?
I've done substance misuse level 1, peer mentoring level 1, and I'm going next month to do artificial intelligence. What is artificial intelligence?
Yeah.
Just sounds interesting, doesn't it?
Yeah, good.
Want to know what you can do with AI.
What would you like?
I want to be a support worker.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, and I will be very soon. The archers are paying for me to do like public speaker training. You know, to do public speaking.
Yeah.
And the archers want to pay me to go around and like promote recovery. You know, like go around schools and do speeches and things.
Yeah. And how would you sort of How would you go into a school and say don't do drugs? What do you think would work?
I honestly don't know. I need to do the training with him.
No,
I'd be honest.
No, you don't need to
I'd
train.
tell
I'm
him
saying,
the
what do you
horrible
think
sides
would
of it.
work? Yeah.
Just
Like
be
me,
honest.
I
Show him my
think
teeth, I'd smile at him first. That's the
like
first
me,
thing I'd do.
I would go in and I would take I'd deal with 2 drugs like fruit day, so it's the heroin morning, cracking afternoon. I'd have a drug addict who's currently on it, and I've one that were off, and I'd speak to him on a level, and I'd show him the real side of it. And then I would take him to rehab. People need to see what it does, and people need to understand that it can happen to anybody. I had the best upbringing money can buy. My first word was I want, and from then on I got. So it can happen to anybody, and I think the only way you're going to save the next generation of heroin addicts is you need to educate the parents as well.
Yeah, believe that. Yeah, truthfully.
You know, it can't just be left to, oh, my kid wouldn't do that. You know.
Anyone can do it. No one decides to be an addict, do they? No one.
You know,
we've all got some sort of trauma, haven't we? That's why we do what we do. Because
you'll never fucking stop drugs coming into the country, because government will never stop it. They're only ones that have got power to stop it. So you just need to reach out to people, and you need to get, because I think like drug addicts like me, I'm past it. That's it. Helping somebody get off drugs who's been on it for years is
almost impossible.
Yeah, in a way. So you've got to get people before they get to an addict.
Or
you need,
get them when they got motivation with addicts wanes, done it. You must have had periods where you were determined you were gonna get clean. I'm gonna fucking do it, but then there was no help around you at that moment. And then,
but I'm saying you've got to get before somebody even gets to a regular life of drug use, and that's in schools and. Because, I mean, my drug fucking education we got a clear fucking glass box.
With every type of drug in it.
With every type of drug in it, yeah. This is what it was called. This is what it smelled like. Oh, and this you'd get addicted if you had it.
Yeah.
That was fucking it.
It was an hour-long session.
That were it. And but in our school, some fucking probably tried nicking the fucking glass box anyway, look.
We got done for putting a pin in it.
You know. But, yeah, so are you just going to carry on doing what you're doing and...
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you worry about any repercussions of them coming to find you, or do you think they're kind of like they're not going to come looking for you for that amount of money? But if they saw you and you went back to that area, that something would happen.
Everyone's been told in Lincoln that if anyone sees me in Lincoln, it's on the side. They have to slash my face. Okay. If anybody sees me and doesn't do it in Lincoln, then they will have their face slashed.
Right, okay.
So it is a grand and a half on me. I always have to be careful.
Yeah. How many times have you been back?
Once.
Yeah.
Once.
Okay.
For a week, but I'm going back next week for Christmas. But
oh, lucky now.
My family live in a little village outside Lincoln, a very posh village. So I'm not actually in Lincoln. I'm 5 miles away. Okay. So I'm safe. Nobody can see me. I will be in Lincoln seeing friends, but not.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm not going to be walking around with my head held high. I'm not going to be telling everyone. I'm not going to go on Facebook and tell people I'm back.
Yeah.
You know, he will hear I'm back, but what they had to me walking down the street and bumping into him. I know what estate he's on, so.
Yeah, you just got to have your wits about you, haven't you, I guess.
Be careful for a couple of days. And what? If he sees me on the high street, he's not going to do no. But
yeah, I know what you're saying.
I'm not done for a few days.
Well, good luck with your college and everything. Thank you for talking on my channel, darling. So, guys, that is a message not to do things with county lines. Do things with Pablo Escobar, wherever he's gone. Right, so remember, in true flying high, living low style, you don't know how strong you are till strength is your only option.